Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
First by him near the 35.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 20. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
About playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
After the loss. Barkley inside handoff. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The kick by Elliott is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect him. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jameson Williams,
59 yards.
and the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights and where he was looking to throw. He positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Second and 12.
It's Barkley on the counter. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions will take over.
Touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tyquan Thornton.
72 yards.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 71 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gone. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gets a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And Hurts going to move him around.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And, that will get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Back to throw. Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Lions 28, Eagles 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Khalil Raymond on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throw wide, going to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air again. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, a solid stiff arm. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They'll run with Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A handoff, Barkley running left, pushing his way through, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
This is Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a toss right to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and this defense will take over right at midfield.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
From the 50, it's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Jalen Carter
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first in a NFL reception, goes for 6.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Goff. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride too, you know. 3 straight 1st down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Goff now looks to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Eagles on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the run, it's Barkley. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 46 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Eagles 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before we trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try and make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Goff. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That's good for 28 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Goff now looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
14. 14.
Goff going to throw it. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tyquan Thornton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 36, Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
The city always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you.